Hey, what's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell. Every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Hey, let's talk about Blac Chyna. I know I never talked about her before. Never thought I'd do a video about her, especially not in a shining light. But hey, it says here that, this is from the Shade Room. It says that Blac Chyna removes her face fillers, says she's outgrown her public persona. I'm ready to get back to Angela. Now, I've seen some videos where some guys have commented on this, and for some reason they still want to kind of bash her and talk about her past choices and things that she did. Okay, that's understandable. But I'm not really like trying to be here to cape for women and whatever the heck, people who do the things that she done, like the implants and the injections and all that kind of stuff. But this woman is trying to make a change. And if we cannot accept people for trying to do better, because we have all made bad choices. As a matter of fact, some of the people who make these videos about who like to seem like the dog to women and like the dog men or whatever, most of y'all make the videos you made because of some of the choices that you made in past mates, and so now you're pissed. Understood. But sometimes we gotta call a spade, call a striker, ball a ball, whatever the case may be, however you want to put it. And I just want to commend this young lady. But let's get into the story before I give her too much praise. You feel me? It says Blac Chyna is continuing to embark on the journey of changing her life. The 34-year-old took to Instagram on Wednesday to share the process of having her face fillers removed. Earlier this week, Chyna also shared that she had her breast and butt shots removed as per the Shade Room. And the Shade Room was giving their own self-compliments. Amazing. Let's say Blac Chyna took to Instagram on Wednesday to share a video from earlier that day. Chyna explained that she was going to a specialist to have a filler in her cheeks and jawline removed. Enough is enough. It all has to come out, and it's just as simple as that. Bravo, young lady. Chyna also shared that she did her research on the dissolving process, and although it is said to sting, she really wants to fill it out of her face. Additionally, the 34-year-old showed off her new short nails, as she previously expressed that she wanted to retire the long, sharp nails she's usually seen rocking. When Chyna arrived at her specialist's office, she explained what inspired her to make this change. Check it out. First of all, I'm tired of the look. It's just not flattering. It's just not what I look like. It's like, it totally changed my face, and I'm ready to get back to Angela. I agree. There's a lot of men out here who would tell women, our women, stop with the implants, stop with the BBLs, the hair, the fake nails, all that kind of stuff. Most men most respectable men who want to be married, have relationships, this, that, and the third, want a natural looking woman. Now, we all have fantasies, that of maybe it's being with a woman with, just humongous, these perfect curves and perfect breasts and lips and all that kind of stuff. And, just seeing it, like trying to fantasize about the women we see in the movies. But that's just for a moment. When it comes to settling down, being with somebody, a mate, a wife, or what have you, long term, all that stuff out the window. And see, women, y'all try to, like I say, base your choices on a man's fantasy. Think about a fantasy, even if you think about the ones that you have. It's not realistic. It's not what you really want long term. It's more like a lust, not a love. You need to find somebody that's going to love you, not lust after you, because speaking as a man, a lot of us lust after a lot of you because of the way you look, period. But when it comes down to love, the way you look and the way you act, there's more of an equality. Lust, your looks way up here. Love, the way you act, it be here. And as a relationship goes on, the way you act, the way you treat, it gains more stature, because everybody knows looks fade after a while. And with all this stuff in your face, when you get old and the rest of your body is wrinkling and falling down, but your breast is like still sticking up here and your face is still like up here, but the rest, all this, nah, that stuff we look at it like, that ain't what I thought that was gonna turn out to be. But again, yes, you're right. It is not flattering to us. Chyna, whose real name is Angela White, went on to explain the difference between Angela and her public persona, Blac Chyna. Quote, Blac Chyna's Blac Chyna, and I feel like I've outgrown it. It's just time for a change. And that's true. Hey, a lot of us, we make poor, bad choices when we're young, trying to impress people that really ain't thinking about us. You feel me? And she's no different. It's just that with her, with her connection with the Kardashians and stuff, she was able, put a little money in her pocket to be able to do things go a little more extreme and extravagant than the average woman. Now, what you'll see is a lot of average women, they'll see people like Blac Chyna or Amber Rose or Nicki Minaj or whoever. They go and get out here and show their sexuality. They go and get these implants and these injections, and they want to do the same thing. So they mess around and drive a white minivan across 5 states to go into a city in Mexico that would nobody tell you to go to, and even Mexicans don't even go to get cosmetic surgery, and and you see bad things happen to you. Or you see like these videos where these women go on fly overseas to get these these BBLs and come back, you know what I'm saying, and they're all being wheelchaired out the plane. Or you hear horror stories of people trying to do it in back alleys or deep alley down here in Dallas, and they end up dying on a table. And the person who did it only get like a $10,000 fine, stuff like that. I put together 2 stories that don't match, but still, you get the point. And so it's about time somebody like this comes out and says, hey, enough is enough. This is not right. Women don't do this. Go back. Now, I know y'all seen recently about when I'm talking about hair, that they got these lawsuits out against these people making these perms. Because they say these perms are causing uterine cancer and all that kind of stuff. So I think people are waking up. The real term of woke, not the one that the media and and the white supremacists have tried to turn against us to make it a bad thing. When we say woke, it's when people actually wake up and see what's really happening to correct problems, not to extend them or to make them worse. It says, as a Shade Room previously reported, Blac Chyna took the Instagram of money to show she reduced her breasts and butt enhancements. The 34-year-old shared a series of videos explaining that removing her butt shots would take her to the next level. Chyna also took the time to explain the views of the difference between BBLs and butt shots. Additionally, Chyna also explained the dangers of inserting silicone into one's body. And that's what we need to see more of. More of these women, these celebrities, ones that all these women follow, telling the dangers of going and doing these things. A BBL is when they use your own fat. Butt shots is silicone. So I just want all the ladies out there to know, do not get silicone shots, because you can get sick, you can die, have complications, and all this other crazy stuff. So she got silicone shots, and which is like I said, those are the ones where you really, if they injected wrong, there's been a lot of women that die. But again, BBLs, if you get the wrong person to do it, they can also die too. That has happened. There was a story not too long ago about a grandmother of 9, it's like she was 40 or 50, did a BBL and died recently. So none of it's good. After her breast and butt reduction, Chyna reflected her decision, called it one of the best she's made in her entire life. As you can see, I got my breast reduced. One of the best decisions I could have done in a very long time. Also, I got the reduction in my butt. In the caption of the videos, Chyna explained to viewers that they all have the ability to heal their lives. I want you all to be part of my life-changing journey. I reduced my breast and gluteus maximus. You all have the power to heal your life, and you need to know that. Angela White. Like I said, I want to commend Sister White, that she's making a change for the better, to better her life, and to be a more positive role model to the younger generation. Now, you might can say, well, she's pretty much washed up and her time is faded. Well, young ladies, all of your time is going to fade when you do stuff like this. So I don't think you want to waste the best years of your life doing things where there's nothing positive in the long term can come out of this. Now, there's a story about her mother, Tokyo, whatever you call it, Tokyo Tony or whatever, and she's dogging her own daughter. Now I know that I've heard that they've had like a bad relationship, and Miss Sister White doesn't, you know, kind of say she'll love her mother from afar. But that's another issue. Is a lot of times it's be your own people. You try to better your life, and your own people be jealous of you. Now, when she out there getting the butt shots, the lip injections, the cheek shots, oh, I'm quite sure her mom was on her side, rolling with her. When she out there, you know, having babies with Kardashians, you know, doing all that street stuff, that bullcorn. I'm quite sure her mama had her back. But once she trying to do better with her life, now you gonna dog it, man. That's cold. That's hard. Now something like that, I would think she would, you know what I'm saying, if she wanted to get like counseling, going to therapy, I can understand it, because something is really wrong with her T. Jones. Something really is wrong with her mama, man. But she just gotta find. But you know, sometimes you just gotta, what they say, all skin folk ain't kin folk, whatever. All kin folk ain't skin folk, whatever. Sometimes you just gotta find different people to hang with. Sometimes you gotta leave your old friends and your family behind and find a better circle of people, because the people you used to hang with, man, if they not for you getting better and changing, they're not worth it. But anyway, I'm gonna stay positive. Shout out to Miss Angela White. You know, it's great. I hope you stay on this journey. Hope she stays on this journey. I hope she can, you know, persuade a lot of these young girls to not too much worry about trying to enhance their body. Just perfect your natural look. Do what you gotta do to keep your natural look up to par and tight, and everything will turn out. Because matter of fact, here's what I want a lot of these young ladies to figure out. So I want y'all to see. Don't just look at Cardi B, because she's an anomaly. But look at the people in your own community. From grandparents, great-grandparents, parents, aunts, uncles, friends, mamas, all that. Look at the people that's close to you, that live in your proximity, your neighborhood. Those that are married or in long-term relationships, I'll even take it there. What do they look like? What kind of, besides probably hair, nails, whatever, I'll even go there. What do they look like? Do they have the long 9-inch nails? Do they have the snuffleupagus eyelashes? Do they have the blonde long wigs going down to the crack of their butt? Or are they just, most of them just average, natural, nice looking women? I'm willing to believe that the latter is what you'll find most of all. Once you realize that, you realize that all this other stuff is, like all these BBLs and all these fake enhancements are not even worth it. But anyway, that's all I got. Tell me what you think. Leave your comments below and then share it with the world. And with that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.